that we use it, considering that he never named it or anything like that. So.
Oh, okay, right.
It almost sounded like you had some sort of caveat there. Like it sounded fine, but that's kind of how it sounded. But yeah,
it's good. Fine. You can.
Wow.
You can.
Yeah, we try when we go there.
Wow. Yeah.
We can call today's topic streamception because the stream is about the stream.
This AFAIK thing is just really getting on my nerves.
As far as I know.
Yeah, but the thing is that they put it in caps, so I'm sitting there going, what are you saying to me? I hate that.
Alright, well, it's time. Stream's up, so let me actually just post it again.
Yeah.
Stream is up. Stream is up.
Ta-da! Alright, introduction time, or do we wait for a couple of people to actually join up?
Oh, Rodrigo is the other one watching. He likes watching these live stream things, especially when you play like a video game that he adores, like Half-Life, and myself as well. I'm really waiting for the third one, but it's also false soap.
There was sort of word around the campfire that there might be an actual, like, that they are developing another one. Like, they're actually in development for number 3, but...
yeah, but they're keeping it under the wraps, like I say. They're keeping it under the wraps.
Yeah, no, Valve doesn't want to just sort of go ahead and...
announce it.
Hopefully they don't do the same thing that all the other games keep on doing, where they release a half-finished game and then nothing but patches come out directly after that.
I highly doubt that.
I mean, if you... I got Shogun the other day, and yeah, the Fall of the Samurai. I think I might have mentioned this at some point. But I bought the damn thing. I bought it in store, and I was very, very happy to have it. I had 3 discs, and I thought, okay, cool, I'm going to start playing this game. Pop in the first disc. It tells me, no, it needs to go into the internet. I was like, okay, cool, yeah, fine, verification, blah-de-blah-de-blah, that sounds like a good idea. And then it starts doing its thing, and actually, like, you know, starts loading up the game and copying all the files. And then it just stops. It doesn't ask me for another CD. It doesn't ask me for anything. I look at Steam, and it tells me that I've got a 12 gig download for the rest of the game.
Yeah, see, this is why I don't even bother with box copies anymore, unless I can really, really help it.
Yeah, because it's all on Steam now. I mean, even the simulator that we, you guys know I'm into the roller coasters and stuff pretty heavily, and even the simulator that we used to build, like these virtual recreations, it's not a game, it's not even a sim, it's like very sophisticated Play-Doh that they just, it was just an environment built, and they sort of sold it for a minimal price and asked the guys, well, I hope everybody likes this, and we started using it and crap. Now that thing is available on Steam, the second version of it, not as a game, but as this weird Play-Doh. It lists under games though, but it's like this. It's just an environment of here, go nuts. Yeah. And the funny thing about that software is that the real actual manufacturers use it for their representations, because it's so accurate that you can actually just push a CAD file straight into it and it'll build the damn thing for you. That sounds like fun. That's how weird it is. It's really crazy accurate and stuff like that. Well, this time around, the previous versions had like major issues, but yeah. But anyways, that's my thing. Yeah. Okay.
See, Valve had actually, Gao had actually said something about Valve there. Not a gaming company anymore. It's just a distributor.
They do still actually make games. I mean, they're few and far between, but they're a software company while still also being a game design studio, but that's not their main source of profit at the moment.
Yes, it's selling other people's games is their main source of profit.
And all honesty, they're doing it a lot better than most other people, so I will grant them that.
Yeah, Origin sucks. Origin sucks.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, like, Scratcher, well known to be a Steam whore.
I am indeed a very much Steam whore. I'm playing Steam game.
I know. I saw the only way you can actually see it is just by looking at your account. Yeah, what is your rep score?
Oh, my rep? I think I'm
31.
Me?
No, yeah, not 23, I think.
Mine's level 23.
23. Mine is 5.
Mine is 2.
Yeah, no, but that's more sort of your involvement in the community stuff, like the Steam Summer Sale badge crafting and rating and reviewing stuff. How many games you have is a completely different thing, and that's not even a score; it's just a number.
No, I got my 5 points due to the amount of games I have.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case,
Frontier Outdoor Scratch out freaking ranks you by God knows how many games.
Who?
You.
I rank who?
I know. I've seen his Steam list.
It's not short.
It's not short.
It isn't short.
Mine doesn't even have a scroll bar.
I played half of those games.
I probably haven't, because a lot of them are humble indie bundle things that I don't get around to. There are like 1 or 2 fun humble bundle games that I want to get, and then I buy the thing, and it ends up being like, oh, here's 2 or 3, 4 games that I'm not even going to get around to eventually.
You have 444 games.
What? What?
Oh. I know.
What's even worse is that he's got 1,448 achievements, 3 perfect games, and a 36% average game completion rate.
Yeah.
You're a freaking machine.
I used to play a shit ton of games.
Yeah.
All out again. Oh, the game is good.
I'm more like a recreational gamer, actually.
Welcome to the club.
Especially when I have to compare myself with somebody with that amount of games on Steam. Have you ever considered, Scratch, this is one thing, have you ever considered the amount of money you have spent?
Okay, hold on. There's a website where you can do that calculation, like what is the value of your Steam account? I'm looking it up now. If
it on the channel.
This is if mysteamgauge.com. I'll post it on the channel. That is if you buy everything at normal price, as in what the price is currently.
Yes.
Oh, you're not allowed to enter URLs. Okay.
Mm.
Oh,
okay.
This is probably a Steam thing. All right. For those that are listening in, it is the South-Afrifur stream has started actually about 5-6 minutes ago. I guess you guys mostly that watch the stream knows me as Accretion and Ivic.
How's it?
That's Ivic, and Scratch, the Steam account guy.
What's up?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll it's checking my Steam Gauge value right now, but this is, like I said, if all your Steam games were bought at current retail price as opposed to anything that was gifted or bundled or on special or sale or whatever.
I only have 6 games.
No,
step up, scrub. Jeez.
I have.
Fuck off.
I have more. I have something like 24 or 25 or something like that. But I bought one thing for $400 called. I wanted Portal 2, and then Valve sold all their games up until Portal 2 for $400, and it was this Valve package that they called it. And
I heard about that.
And it was $400. It was on special back then, and then you get all the Half-Lives, but even the older games like Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 1 Opposing Force, which I already had, including Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 2 Episode 1. I already had those, and Portal 1 and Left 4 Dead and everything. Just smashed into one thing, even Counter-Strike. And that just cost $400, and then my Steam account went up from 2 to 5.
Okay, you guys ready for this? You guys ready for this?
Yes.
It says here in the statement, over the last 7 years, you spent 2,747.7 hours playing this selection, which is my entire library, which includes 448 items, is valued at $5,563.82, and requires 1,298.2 gigs.
Just like it.
So you can sell your Steam account and buy a partial fursuit.
I can sell my Steam account and put down a down payment on a car.
You could buy a second-hand car for that, 1999 model.
Yeah.
For 5,000, it's gonna be bad condition.
Well, you never know. You never know. Okay, so we're going to get into this.
All right. Yes, the stream. What is the purpose of the stream? Well, it's actually to do exactly this, to chat. But the topics are gonna probably veer around a guest person. See, we're just using Skype to dial, so we can get a guest speaker on, which is another furry, whether it's from the South-Afrifur site or wherever. You can dial in and we can chat. If it's an artist, we can chat about his artwork. If it's a fursuiter or a person that attended cons, we can do that. It's practically just like us and the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
One of the other things that we'll also be doing aside from the guest furry thing is that every now and again, or maybe once or twice a week, depending on how much time we actually have, I'm considering that we're probably going to do it either Saturday or Sunday night. But we'll also be looking at, because all of us have a, well, at least the three of us, and everybody else as well, because you're all welcome to send us links and say, this is interesting, could you talk about this? What we would do is that we would look at something interesting that we found throughout the week. The three of us would then share it amongst one another. We'll then form some form of opinion throughout the week, and then also talk about it like that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If you have any topics of discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, which is which should actually be very interesting because we're all three actually a bunch of we all three drink a lot of beer.
Brandy here.
Brandy and what the hell was that?
Poltergeist. Wolf says we need to talk about Poltergeist.
It's my
Please, no, damn it, no.
Poltergeist.
Okay, fine.
Poltergeist.
Poultry guys.
Okay, but I haven't watched it.
Neither have I.
I've only watched YouTube clips of it. It is disturbing as hell. Remember that thing that I was telling you about the guy who was in the bathroom who was really, really overweight and then started shitting himself?
Yes.
You mentioned it briefly in passing.
Yes, that's it. That's sort of one or two things from Poltergeist.
Well, it kind of reminds me of Dreamcatcher.
He crawls out of his skin and then he's thin and then he runs out. He's like, I'm thin. Another guy walks into the bathroom and nothing but blood everywhere.
Like Dreamcatcher, except what he did shit out wasn't in fact shit. It was a worm.
However, we terrible B-rated movies at some point.
Okay. Oh God.
Sharknado.
Iron Sky.
Sharknado.
Fucking Iron Sky.
Eye in the Sky.
Iron Sky.
Iron Sky.
Yeah. Do you know about it?
No, but it sounds familiar.
Iron Sky is a movie about, okay, main premise, imagine if after World War II the Nazis retreated onto the moon.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I know it.
It's a movie about goddamn moon Nazis, I shit you not.
No, I know it, I've heard about it.
That sounds like an amazing movie premise. I don't see why I wouldn't watch that.
It revels in how bad and stupid it is.
Well, yesterday I was talking about zombie porn that I saw on ETV.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. The only kind of thing remotely close to that I saw is that one episode of Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking about now. The moment I think about zombies and I think about porn, I think about Bob's Burgers.
Have you watched Bob's Burgers?
I haven't watched it yet, but it sounds funny enough.
Oh, dude, I love it.
It's so everyday dudes with this crazy family.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. It's an animated series.
And it has the guy who voices Archer, H. John Benjamin. He uses that exact same voice as Bob.
No way.
Yeah.
That's going to be annoying because I'm just going to keep on thinking of him in a suit.
No, he becomes his own character, really. But it's just that same sort of deadpan flat noise that he exudes.
No, the most deadpan flat noise is from his older daughter.
Tina, yeah.
That it's actually a guy's voice. But
Yeah. The family consists of 3 women, only one of which is actually voiced by a woman.
And the son who has a passion for electronic music and synthesizers.
think about it.
But they're all pretty damn nuts. And the younger daughter is like the crazy, insane one. Yeah. Really demented, evil little girl.
She's played by Christian Skull, who does that role incredibly well.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you watched Flight of the Conchords, Mel?
No.
Mm-mm. Okay. Oh, that's her.
All right.
A topic that we can probably get on is, probably the entire idea. Maybe we can share our entire idea of what a furry is to us, and possibly see whatever if the comments actually pop up and say what a furry is to them, then we might actually be able to, work around that. But they've only got 100 characters, so they've got to make it short and sweet, and then we can talk about it like that.
Obviously everyone who's listening to the stream, you're more than welcome to just drop some comments and we'll work around that. We have it open in front of us.
Yes.
We're not really losing viewers, but they keep on dropping and coming up and dropping and coming up. We've got no idea.
I think that happens. I think it's the way the site works, because I'm getting zero dropped information. Everything that is here for the past half an hour for as long as it was up is pushed through to the site. So
apparently Dyer got an ad.
Yes, you get this. You get the stupid freaking ad on Ustream. If you don't have ad block, you're gonna get it, and you have to watch the entire damn thing. It's so annoying. It's not like YouTube where you can skip it in 3 seconds. You have to watch the entire thing, and then
it's not even skippable these days. YouTube ads.
Jeez. Yeah, no, I mean, on my other computer, my ad block doesn't work on the Chrome that I've installed there, irrespective of whether the apps are on there or not. But it gets very annoying.
You know what I was also thinking about for South-Afrifur, when you made the YouTube channel, I'm going to post that, or somebody can post the link to that on the site, because this is going straight to YouTube, and it's going to be added quotations and maybe some video funniness and whatnot. But the thing is what I was also thinking about is, this guy, Jules Zimmerman, Deadmau5, the music producer. What made that guy famous wasn't his music, actually, and that's the one thing that I think he is so pissed off about. But he's a good branding type of person. He created a brand and established it off that. There is better electronic music in the world than his, definitely, but well, listen, I like
Crunch has a problem with you.
I like his music, but he knows it. He knows what I mean. I like his music, but the thing is what made this guy popular is his branding and his social interaction with his fans.
Yeah.
Now, what he did, right? Have you guys ever seen one of his coffee runs?
I know of it, but I haven't actually seen the coffee runs.
I've seen a couple of those things, and what he does is he stuck a GoPro camera into his Ferrari, right, and
which has to be stripped now, right?
Yeah, but it's already stripped and sold, I think.
Yeah.
But
he has a McLaren now.
Then they
oh God,
they drive through Toronto, right, and while he's driving, another guest guy just sits next to him, and they practically talk crap, and they pick up a coffee and drive back. That's actually the major thing. But this thing became such a hit that he got invited to that Gumball 500 thing and stuff like that. But what I mean is it's a hit because it's like an interview with something happening in between. They interview each other, but there's something actually happening. He's driving his Ferrari and swearing at all the traffic and crap. Which it's pretty funny to watch, I have to admit.
Well, I mean, like I said, we'll probably be able to do stuff like that later on.
Well, I have a GoPro camera and I have a car.
And do you have an animal?
An animal? No, yes, I don't have a pet.
An animal that you can strap your GoPro that you could strap your GoPro to.
I don't have a pet. And for that, I would recommend actually quite a larger dog. It's
because nobody's going to get round to something like that.
No, because I can imagine strapping my GoPro camera to your cat.
It's going to be a little heavy.
The poor cat.
The cat will just see the floor the entire time.
Yeah, all you see are like these two struggling paws and constant meowing.
Actually, I think she'll just lie down.
Oh, exactly, I think.
Yeah, that's probably what that will happen. Most dogs will also try to get the thing off. It's not something that just a average dog does, just walk around with something attached to them. It's like putting socks on your cat. Have you ever done that?
It looks hilarious.
What I have tried to do is that I've actually tried to we tried to take our cat for a walk once.
A walk?
We put a leash on a walk.
Cats
Put a leash on her
walk.
and we took her out. We took her outside, and I kid you not, we had to drag her off the way. Luckily, it was all tiled, but she didn't want to move. She's like, "What is this thing around my neck? Fuck this! I'm lying down."
Cats do not submit to human dominance.
Unless you train them as kittens.
They are your boss. No, I'm almost serious. A cat has this way of just being the thing in the house instead of like a dog that kind of respects you. I had a cat. It's not that I don't like cats. It's just they're not the type of thing that you're gonna put a leash on and you're gonna walk with it, and the cat is gonna just follow you.
I love cats, but every time sort of one of them looks up at you, it's as if to go, "What do you want?"
It's kind of they have that look in their face. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we were supposed to be talking. Oh, it's like a 2-second silence, and it's like, oh wait, shoot, I'm supposed to say something funny.
This is exactly how the stream is now like going to be. Like I said, like the Olympics, but not. But not.
Yep.
So
not to piss everybody off.
So if anybody is not shy enough, then we can maybe do like that type of coffee run. We don't have Horton's coffee here. What type of drive-through coffees do you get in South Africa?
Oh Jesus, none.
We don't have drive-through coffee. We have
you do look, you've got technical drive-through coffee, but the thing is that you're also looking at shit coffee anyway. You're looking at McDonald's coffee.
Steers makes good coffee.
I suppose.
Yeah, but Steers doesn't have drive-through.
That's the thing.
Yes, they do. They do.
Where?
There's a Steers drive-through in frickin' Cape Gate, just nearby.
No, that's not a drive-through.
Gates. This isn't Gauteng.
Two of the three of us are from Cape Town, bro.
Okay, but it doesn't need because Cape Gate is like it won't make a good coffee run because Cape Gate is like 2 kilometers from me, 3 kilometers from me.
Easy thing to do. Like if you wanted to do a coffee run, you drive all the way to Stellenbosch, you drive to the McDonald's there, you go through the McDonald's drive-through, you have coffee, you drive all the way back.
Or to the center of Cape Town from my side. It's actually kind of more the direction that I think.
So long as you don't do it in peak hour traffic in the morning.
Yes, it will be a very long interview then.
Yeah, do it like fucking, I don't know, like Sunday during the day somewhere.
Sunday during the day and talk about the coffee run at the night, because I'm thinking if we're gonna this is gonna be a weekly thing. It needs to be definitely on a Sunday, each Sunday, and maybe on a Wednesday night or something like that for the midweek section.
Sounds like a plan, yeah. Because what I was thinking, how would we? I'm pretty sure that we would sort of structure it as that. Say the midweek is a specific thing that we're going to talk about, and say maybe Sunday is more, kakpraat oor alles.
Something like that.
Yeah, but then midweek I have to be focused.
So you're saying that we do it the other way around. Midweek is our kakpraat through our talking shit about everything, and
I'd rather rather think it through that way, because midweek is kind of that situation where I'm tired. I'm not going to sound like I sound now. I don't even know how I sound now, because I'm the only one who hasn't had a drink since last weekend at our last fur meet where we met Glitch, Mika, Seth, Scott Flaxney was there, and Sticky Fingers was there. It was actually a pretty big meet, myself and Scratch.
Wait, We could always talk about that. That's a topic.
What, the fur meat?
The last fur meat. Yeah, the last fur meat.
Yeah, but your last fur meat was so unprepared.
Yeah, but I had a fur meet on the same weekend that you guys had a fur meet as well. Fur meet.
Is it?
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
Look at Shots and Group, guys.
Well, you're not in it.
It's there. It's still. You can go inside it.
Dude, we're not there, and none of it would be pertinent to us.
And honestly,
You're not in the Cape Town group.
And honestly, to be part of the Gauteng group, is all the members part of the general group?
Fair enough.
So you're just having duplicates again. Like duplicate chat.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Roy, if you're listening.
Okay, cool. Hey, yeah, Roy, happy birthday. And even if he doesn't catch that, he can catch it when we load it up to...
YouTube. That is the idea. So
there is a furry out there who calls it YouTube.
YouTube. No.
YouTube.
No, don't tell me that.
Yeah, and he does Omegle streams. He's, you know what, I mean, his fursuit is really, really nice to look at, and he's actually pretty awesome. Jeez, if I could...
Yeah, but...
Wait, we're losing Ivic.
Did we?
Ivic.
Cooey!
Yeah, he cut out.
Ah, son of a...
Did his call drop?
It seems like it. I'm trying to call him back. Sorry for the technical BS.
Yote says Ustream just dropped him.
Oh, really?
But it's still running on my side.
If there's anyone on the stream, could you just drop us a line in chat quickly?
Who?
No, you were gone just now for like a minute.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it just does that randomly. Remember, I'm on a dongle. The dongle disconnect.
It's 3G.
It happened before. 3G, yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
3G does that.
I'm just, yeah, no one on the chat stream seems to be replying yet, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to load something up here, but the thing is that it's been restore social stream.
Restore social stream, what?
Yeah, I don't know, like the social stream doesn't actually, I actually sent a post like a while ago that doesn't want to work. But again, this is also the other reason why we're having this live stream, to figure out if there are any problems, what we could improve, what we could do from here, how we're going to move forward.
If it's going to even...
What would you guys like to see, that kind of thing?
Yeah. If it's even going to remain, because if we have too much trouble with Ustream, we might actually shift this to another platform.
Yeah, maybe just actually like stream through YouTube for a while and then actually post it there.
YouTube has streaming functionality?
Blah, 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 blah. I'm not an internet person. Leave me alone.
Said blah, 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 blah. I'm not an internet person. Leave him alone.
Who's doing this?
Ivic.
No, I mean, like, who's asking you what if you're an internet person, quote unquote?
You asked if YouTube had a streaming thing, and I realized that they probably didn't.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's why I was sort of incredulous about it all. Ustream is the devil, says Fox Light.
Oh, wait, 1,000 subscribers. That's what I'm looking for. Recently got 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but it first needs content. Content is needed. We have no content on YouTube or anything like that. We don't even have a proper topic apart from what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Including, well, but like I said, when we have a guest fur and stuff like that, we have just stuff to talk about, if that person wants to talk about stuff. I want to try and comment on, okay, I'm reading Yoti's out loud now. I want to try and comment on the stream, but I can't find anyone on Skype. Gonna make a new Skype with my persona then. Why do you need Skype to comment on Ustream? You don't need Skype. You can comment on the Facebook section as well. There's at the bottom of the video. There's a section for Facebook alone.
No, yeah, on the right there's just the normal chat stream.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be that much of a problem.
Another thing that we'd also like to say right now is like and follow if you like what we're doing. Because then we can keep the stream up, especially if it's working properly, which we've noticed that you need ad block for. Do yourself a favor and get it, because otherwise you're going to sit through. Apparently, as Dyer said, he had to watch 3 Nokia ads, the same, or at least the same Nokia ad 3 times.
Gal asks if there's a different place where you can do podcasts that don't necessarily have video.
That's the thing. That's why I'm already getting a little bit upset of Ustream right now because of that, because of the ad. And I'll have a look around, but I like Ustream in the sense that XSplit works perfectly for it. That is why I like it, and as you can see, I can just edit what happens on screen and stuff like that immediately. But we're gonna, I'll have a look around, and if it becomes a bandwidth problem, because at the moment it's a solid 80 to 100 kbs upstream thing that's happening. For just the audio. So if we can get something that's a little bit more resourceful for the people's internet on their side, it would also be a good thing for us.
Well, apparently Foxlight has some very well, let's just say, how would you say that? Strong views about Ustream, saying that it's the devil. What is it with you and just as a point of creation? What is it with you and animals wearing headphones?
No. It's not that. It's I have freaking animals and stuff like that everywhere. Like I have a whole folder like animals wearing headphones, right? Because I work in like a recording studio, so that's funny, right? Then I have a whole folder animals wearing sunglasses. Then I have a whole folder underwater dogs. Then you understand, I have like all these funny
your folders name the things that they're doing.
Yes, because it's just like these funny things, like it's all trends that happens online, like upside down dogs. If you just put that into Google, you'll see you see thousands of pictures of dogs that were taken a picture of while they're lying on upside down. But the funniest of those is when they actually turn the camera around, so it looks like they're stuck to a roof or something like that, being pushed up. Let me actually just find one like that. I mean, it's pretty funny.
Anybody hears like a scratchy noise, it's me scratching my beard. Just saying.
If anyone's hearing a clicking noise from my side, it's probably my controller.
Oh, you're playing games, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I told you that.
I can't multitask like that.
Full disclosure, dude, I've been playing Risk of Rain so long, it's second nature to me now.
Did we die?
No. You guys are still there.
Okay.
You guys.
He's just looking for animals wearing different organic clothing.
Look for that file. It must be labeled. Just find the one with the longest label. Just post one from there.
No, I just did a quick search for it on the internet, and then I have it in a folder somewhere. But you guys saw this morning how messed up my PC is.
Now your folder structure is a little bit wonky.
Yes, I need to get that fixed. But you know, it's like going in and saying, today I'm going to sort out my music.
Apparently, one of us has a very loud mic. From Fernix, he actually posted it on Skype. Actually.
Well, no, not really. It could be mine, but it's not clipping.
Oh, I mean, just saying.
Okay.
What I can quickly do is open the stream on my side, but this is a risky move, and just make sure, because I'm afraid of this flippin' microphone. Like I said, it did cause me trouble in the gaming streams I do. You see, that's how these pictures are taken.
It sounds fine from my side, to be honest.
Mm.
I mean, I hear you and Ivic equally well.
Which, sorry, Phoenix isn't commenting on it. Hold on. This is going to be really weird sometimes. So I had to tell him that there's like a 10-second lag.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, and now he's like, it's the person talking now, and I'm like, who? It could be yours, Accretion. I think so.
It's probably possible. We're gonna have to.
And the bass in your voice doesn't necessarily help you much.
Yeah, sorry. It's my voice.
Try to speak in a higher voice.
Okay.
Like this. Okay.
This is gonna drive everybody off.
I know.
Yeah, but I can just adjust the volume lower on my side. I think I can do that a little bit like this. I think that is maybe...
Accretion.
Yes.
Accretion, you gotta drop the bass.
God, fuck.
I think that is actually pretty good what I did just there. I dropped it to what my gaming stream thing is sort of like.
Let's see if it helps.
Yeah.
On your side, the volume should still remain the same. It's just the stream itself.
Oh, okay.
But we can, like I said, the coffee run is a nice idea. It's just that is now in Cape Town only. You understand? Unless somebody...
I've got a car. If anybody wants to do a coffee run, we can do that. But then again, I don't have the
cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty expensive rig. It's not. I actually almost wanted to sell mine recently because I was like, I'm not doing anything with it. But it's like
you are.
No. It's one of those things that you think, you know what? I'm gonna sell this, and then right after I sell it, I know there's gonna be something I want to do with it.
That's called junk.
Yeah, it's actually junk, and normally you should sell it, but look now, maybe we can use it, you see? Maybe we can. Maybe we can't. It's like a camera. I'm a gadget type of person. I like crap like cameras and shit.
I don't actually think that you're as bad as Keldon is, though. Apparently Keldon has kept a squash racket since he was in high school. He just doesn't know what to do with it. And he was very close to actually buying a golf set, specifically because it was a bargain.
It sounds like my stepdad.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I also sort of buy things on a whim, kind of.
You are a whim.
Yeah. Well, like recently, I bought I impulse bought a budget system on Steam, ironically, but it turned out to be sort of the best investment I ever made. I mean, it saved me a shit ton of money, so I could just actually look at my budget.
Oh, right, of course, you need a budget. That thing cost... Dude, that thing's so expensive. I saw it, I was like, yes, I want to try... No, facerig is better.
I got it for $15 on a Steam sale, and to be dead honest, dude, just add it to your wish list and it'll tell you when it goes on sale.
Well, there's one thing that I recently purchased on Steam, facerig. Now, if you're a furry and you don't know what facerig is, you're living under a rock. But when I use it, right, I have HD webcam that is in the laptop. It's one of these Macs, so it has the built-in HD webcam. It's the perfect resolution, the perfect everything, but I am not impressed by the way it moves the mouth according to what you say.
Yeah, I agree.
It was kind of like, oh, I thought they did it better. And it doesn't look like the words you're pronouncing at all.
Yeah. What's worse is if you wear a pair of glasses that don't have have non-reflective like lenses, because then your eyes look like as though it really looks like the damn thing is going completely and utterly like
bonkers, because it's so sensitive. You just move a little bit to the left your head, and then it starts cutting out. And I had a facial recognition software beforehand that wasn't something like that where they create a 3D model of yourself, but definite facial recognition, and it was better that Microsoft built for their live cam, and it was better. Like you could put a pair of glasses on yourself and stuff like that, but it was better at its facial tracking. And I'm like, these guys are asking people to pay for it, but it's still like sort of in its production phase, because it is. But they really need to improve on some of the things. I hope they do. I hope it gets to that point where it's really good at its lighting problems and stuff like that, because your room needs to be so well lit and no shadows and stuff like that. Otherwise, it just spazzes out. It's very sensitive.
One of the other things about that is that, I mean, come on, if you look at the price that you're paying for the full version, which actually I already paid for, which is 400 something rand.
I didn't pay that much, did I?
I paid that much. You must have. 400 and something. Well, I mean, after conversion.
Wait. $40.
Yeah, $40. Or was it $300? I'm not sure.
What's it on Steam right now? Hey, Lurigo.
Hey, Lurigo.
Hey, Lurigo.
Jeez, like increase the lag further just by not talking.
No. Sorry, I can't open my Steam right now. If I open it, it's going to start updating.
I got it. What's it called?
Facerig.
Facerig.
The Pro one is 43.33.
Yeah, that's about 430 rand.
Yeah.
Well, maybe let's make it 500 rand.
Okay, that's how much I paid for it then. Wow.
That's how much you paid for it.
But that was last month.
That's
when I didn't care about my money.
Beginning of the month, always the time that you forget about caring.
Is it just me, or is this month like extremely long? It feels like...
It is a 5-week month. It is a 5-week month.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I'm really getting to that point where it just feels so long, and next month I need to get my CY number plate. I'm still driving around with GP number plates.
And everyone's judging you for it.
Just on point, Gal Wolfie asks me what the fuck. I'm just not, I don't know what he's what the fucking about anymore.
It must be our conversation that's about random crap the whole time.
Who's someone else?
Apparently I am. Well, he is some... I think that could actually be, if I'm not mistaken...
Okay, yeah?
I shall identify him. No, I can't. I don't think that he wants to be identified.
Okay, never mind then.
All right. Does somebody want to know who us is?
No.
Yes. Oh. We can do that again, actually. We can reintroduce ourselves.
Okay, well...
those of you just joining.
I'm Accretion.
And I'm Ivic.
And I'm Scratch.
And together we are Accretion, Ivic, and Scratch.
Yeah, there's no
Apparently my volume's a bit low.
Says who?
No, it could be mine.
Someone else. Someone else is saying that mine. No, Accretion, yours is spot on.
No. Remember, for you it's spot on. But for the stream, remember, I dropped the volume a little bit, so it might be that I'm going to increase it.
Holy shit! I can hear you so loudly right now.
Yeah, your volume's a little bit high right now.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it must be. I'm closer to the mic. It shouldn't affect you guys.
I am. Someone else is Twisted Dan.
Twisted Dan.
Yeah, he's from Krugersdorp.
I know that name.
I could tell you where his address is.
Don't tell me where people's addresses is. Careful with giving out information. Just like if we do the car thing, you cannot even work on your phone, because people can like see what the hell is going on sometimes.
Yeah.
You
Like
understand?
the kiddie fiddler thingy.
But
Eyes everywhere.
it's the way it is. You have to keep a status quo of just saying stuff that is not directly involved in somebody else's lives or something like that.
Everything on the down low.
Right.
You stay here at unknown address. That's a good place to stay. I like unknown address on unknown street.
Look where we are. It's beep.
Earlier today when we Skyped, we chatted about the Flat Earth Society. Can you remember? Right?
Oh, yay! That's a great conversation to begin.
But my name on there is also Moosdroel. But my...
Still got myself with that.
I came in with a satire type of thing. I made my icon, my avatar, like this ice monster. And the title is Ice Wall Guardian, and my location is in Antarctica.
Please tell me that you at one point told them that you sit at the weight tip of the Antarctic.
On the ice ring.
On the ice ring, yes.
I live on the ice ring.
Did you see the turtle?
Yes.
Can you feed it breadcrumbs?
Yes. Did you see turtles all the way down?
Yes.
For those of you who don't know Flat Earth Society, maybe Accretion could send you a link to the Flat Earth Society.
Basically exactly what it sounds like. It's a bunch of people fighting for the apparent fact that the Earth is flat.
Flat, yes.
Not an oblate spheroid like we
there
know
are
it.
people in this world, including South Africans and stuff now I hear.
Well, I think that there might be South African flat earthers, but I don't think that there's a...
No, you know what?
for them.
One of my friends came to visit me in Cape Town the one day, and we went to Table Mountain because she'd never been there, and she actually told me, before I even did mention to her, listen, I'm actually on this weird website of stuff like that she knows somebody, because now when you're on top of Table Mountain, you kind of get this major view of the ocean, right? Everybody that's been on Table Mountain should know this. It's probably one of the best views of the ocean that you can get in the entire planet, but...
Yeah, agreed.
It's this... we were up there and she's like stunned and wow, it's so high and whatnot, and she knows somebody that today believes the Earth is a flat disk. That is...
Jay has, or Snowdown, or Jonathan has actually lost the audio.
Lost the audio.
Yeah.
Stream?
The stream is still up and right. Just if stuff like that happens, I should just refresh.
Yeah, I just refreshed as well because I died.
See, this is now where Ustream is now bothering me. I'm not even sure how stable it is on everybody's side. On my side, it always works perfectly fine. Like, what I mean is when I actually view the stream while doing stuff, but it's... Everybody else kind of has some problems and stuff with it.
So, well, I guess for this week we can also try to find a different streaming agent. Yeah. Move on from there.
Yes, if this is going to continue, if problems like this is going to persist, we might have to look at something else. Even if it's just audio stream. The videos is fun because I can upload like pictures of these upside down dogs, but...
You know what, we could actually do that though. We could actually look at the idea that this is used for more video related things and the other ones works for audio related.
Yes.
Just to ensure that the best quality is used for each of them.
Yes, that's
a good idea. And if anyone has any suggestions on something that might be better for just audio, please just drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
don't make that sound. That sounds like something that I don't want to hear.
What sounds? Hand claps.
Sound.
Okay.
No, it didn't sound like hand claps.
Oh.
It
Welcome.
flap.
It was a flap. Was it a flap?
No, I don't know what it was.
Yeah, but back on that subject about the flat Earth society, is these people kind of use pseudoscience to disprove or try and disprove everything that you know today about around Earth. But the fact of the matter is everything can be falsified almost off the bat just by standard observation. So, like for example, the sun actually sets. It actually goes below the horizon.
Yeah.
And there's time zones. And there's time zones. That you can physically observe this. You don't even have to like use any scientific method or anything like that to prove it. No.
What happens to those poor turtles when it goes past them?
What do they think happens when the sun sets? I would love to know this.
They think they believe that it's bendy light, right?
Bendy light?
Like, actually, when the sun sets, it is actually already set. Now, they believe this phenomenon works in reverse. When the sun's edge touches the horizon, the whole sun's actual position, according to the Earth, is below your visible horizon. What you're actually seeing is light entering the atmosphere, and because of the density of the atmosphere, the light is bended and curved in our atmosphere. That is actually a real fact, but they believe this happens the other way around. Now what happens is, like I said, they believe the Earth is a flat disk with Antarctica at the edge. The entire edge, all around, it's a giant ice ring, and the continents are kind of spread out like the UN flag with the North Pole in the middle. And they believe that the sun and the moon rotate across this thing, and it's only a few thousand kilometers up. Rotate around the center like that. There's no reason why the motion would be like that, but it does. And they also believe that this disk is constantly accelerating upwards at 9.8 meters per second squared.
Okay.
Basically what causes gravity. So this is the first thing that they disprove. They say gravity doesn't exist.
Oh wow! How do we stay on the planet?
Because
how do things drop?
No, the disk is obviously going up at 9.81 meters a second, or
squared.
Accelerating upwards.
It is.
Yeah.
It's accelerating up.
And so what are asteroids to them then? Is it things that happen to be in that area at the time?
That was a subject that actually it's really funny, but many of the times when you come into a comment section like that and say something like that, some of them would say, no, but it is bodies in space. The other group would say, no, there's the sphere around us and that's pieces of it falling off.
Pieces of a sphere falling off. So we're slowly deconstructing.
You have no idea how funny this stuff gets. But then there's some people that believe that the Earth is a flat disk, but it stretches into infinity in every direction.
It's constantly repeating itself.
Yes. So it's just general pseudoscience used to kind of do these things, but they're a large community of the online community of 420 members, which is bigger than
20?
Active members.
No, but 420 active members.
Active members.
Think about that for a second.
That is
20.
That is 420 more people that I believe shouldn't ever reproduce.
But do you understand what I'm trying to get at with 420 here?
Yeah.
These people are high as fuck.
And generally across the globe, this is not active members on a forum site. Now, generally across the globe, there's much more. That it even became a terminology that I've even heard Obama mentioned in one of his speeches. He said that we do not have time for the flat Earth society. And that is basically what he's referring to. He is referring to the people that deny global warming. Oh, climate change. He's and today that terminology, the flat earther, is practically a person that denies all evidence of climate change.
Yeah, so, like I said, sort of giving these people any sort of limelight it's stupid, because there shouldn't even be a discussion about it. It's like I said, it's like asking in an opinion poll what is bigger, 5 or 15.
Yes.
You can have your opinion on which is bigger, but it doesn't change the fact that 15 is greater than 5.
Exactly. This is the thing, but they don't work like that. They don't think that way. So it's all just crap nonsense that gets spewed around on a website like that. The first thing I thought that it was when I entered it is I thought it was satire. For example, that it's just a joke, but it isn't. There's really people that believe that. There are trolls on it that act as if they do, but not. But there's really people that believe in nonsense like that. But there's a lot of other crazy stuff that gets debunked in science every day, so I don't think that it's actually two-way out there. It's just they have a community.
What I do want to say is, I know that I'm sort of detracting and moving here and moving there. What I do want to talk about quickly is that I know that I saw Yo actually commented. He said something along the lines of asking how long we're planning on making these streams. I know that this one's probably going to run way over time. I'm thinking maybe 45 minutes at the length, depending on how interesting or how long-winded the conversation becomes. Probably about maybe an hour at real length, possibly half an hour, depends on the content. Above and beyond that, one of the things that I'm thinking that we should plan on doing is getting some of the admins from South-Afrifur to actually, join us in sort of guest format, like Valerian and Raku and Neuermaß. We can just have a chat with them, ask them what their views on the fur is, and actually think about things like that, because I think that's very important for a lot of us. And it's also important for us to actually bring that out to wherever we're going with this.
Yes, it definitely is. But like we also said, is we're going to work through practically everybody that is that will be able to participate.
Yeah.
And we can even have 2 guest speakers or something like that on, although I'm just a little bit afraid of the quantity Skype can handle, and when it just becomes like a chaotic mess of too many people talking at the same time and stuff like that. Especially when it's people you haven't met yet, like myself, Ivic and Scratch knows each other, so we know when he speaks, I know it's his voice and his voice and his voice. Now when it's random people, it's going to be like, who's speaking and who is this and that? It's kind of that thing.
Skype has that option that if you do have the window open, you have the window open on the conversation itself.
Yes.
You'll notice that the person speaking has a blue border around them.
Yes, and it actually flashes, but I'm only noticing that now.
Well, now you know.
Well, now I know. So actually it actually tells you in perfect sense who's talking and who's not.
We know, but what about the people on the stream?
Yeah, everybody that's viewing the thing might not.
It's a fair enough point, and I guess maybe, I don't know how you could possibly factor it in. No, that'd probably be...
Well, for 2 guests or something like that, it's fine. It's just when the list grows big, like 10 people, that's not going to work.
Yeah, I think 5 people at best. I know that we had a conversation yesterday. It was myself, Dyer, Wolfers, and Wolfers Fernix. Jeez, the list went on for a while. It was Silver Dragon, and I think that was about it. If I have forgotten your name, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. Don't hurt me. Don't kill me later. But yeah, no, with 5 people, I think that's sort of the maximum, because we do tend to sort of cut each other off half the time, and you sit there going like, I should want to say something here. Oh no, the conversation topic changed. Cry.
Listen, Mika is telling me there's an ad every 3 minutes.
The 3 minutes? Jeez, ad blocker people. Everybody ad blocker.
I promise you, I haven't seen them at all. Then again, perhaps... Let me check. Am I still coming through okay?
Yeah, you're perfect.
Cool.
Just put the volume up on your side and check if you can hear the audio.
Yeah, I can hear the audio.
Okay,
Hear it very, very
stream is
softly.
perfect. You guys did very great questions. No.
Well, I can't bitch. I'm sharing a 10 meg line with the rest of the flat, so it's big enough.
Yeah, even if you split that in 3, it's even if everybody... Well, unfortunately, if you share a 10 meg line, one person is going to always use the most resources. So you cannot split it perfectly equally.
It's something, at least.
Balance it. Yeah, no.
I think I might actually, hold on, let me just try to adjust my volume on my speaker, because I did try to hear myself now. Not sure if I can hear myself. How's that sound?
Sounds fine to me.
Sounds fine.
Oh wait, I'm not sure if I'm putting up my I'm putting up my ear audio. I'm not sure if I'm putting up my anything else audio. Okay, hold on. Carry on talking. Find me.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. I forgot now. Sheesh. Cut out again. Oh yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, no, I think we're all seeing the same thing that Jonathan actually said. It's those ads that are doing that.
That are doing what?
That are cutting him off the stream because he's watching it from his tablet or listening from his tablet, and then it's
just doesn't support Flash, so it cuts out.
Now, since when is Ustream doing this ad crap? It must be in the last couple of weeks.
I'm sure that it got bought over by YouTube somewhere along the line.
Because just the last stream I did with Half-Life had 0 ads.
That's really weird.
And because then I still did the thing where I would keep the phone on the stream just to check if it's working properly, and it had no ads. Well, yeah. Maybe it's on PC. No, but I got the ad now on my phone when I tested it, so it is something crap.
That is weird.
But it's stupid. I mean, how do you do a stream then if there's going to be an ad every 3 minutes?
That makes no sense.
That makes no sense at all. I can understand that something might pause something and then have an ad or at the beginning, but not during the stream, because let's say it's something important and people are streaming, and then all of a sudden a freaking ad of 10 seconds comes on and they're missing like important information.
I'm pretty sure that they get blocked somewhere along the way. I'm pretty sure that the ad stops the audio and then just lets it run directly afterwards, which means that anybody with an ad blocker will hear everything, but they won't necessarily, they won't be on time. They'll probably have something at some point, at least like a 20 to 30 second lag.
Possibly.
Freaking weird.
Yeah, I think we just need to see if we can move this to
a different thing. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Although I like Ustream.
Yeah,
I like.
It works fine for videos, but for some reason it's just not working out now.
Yeah.
People are having their streams cut out.
Specifically because of those ads.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll check what I can do, but it has to be compatible with XSplit. That's the one main thing. Even just for the audio, you can do that. But yeah, no, anyways, you were mentioning that you want, Ivic, that you wanted to get the people in and hear their opinion about the definition about what is a furry.
That's correct, yeah.
That was like, what, half an hour ago?
Yeah. Well,
15
minutes.
10-ish.
15 minutes ago. It's an interesting topic, but the answer isn't as easy.
Yeah, no. We're going to have a whole bunch of different answers.
But that's the thing. Remember, that's kind of what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think that it's mostly because this is such an opinion sort of based stream. We can actually listen to these and actually, either attempt to find a way to incorporate it, or, just listen to it and accept them for who they are and accept them for what they do.
Yeah, something in that line.
That sounds like touchy-feely bullcrap.
Oh, go boil your head.
Yeah, this is an eventing stream, so we're gonna talk shit about each other the whole time. That is how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I mean,
just joshing.
Joshing, yes. Yes.
As
sorry.
people not called Josh would say. Fuck, I died.
What?
I died.
You died?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Well, that comes from playing something else while doing this.
Well, if you died, I'm still on the other side, remember?
God damn you.
Stop moving those pictures. That makes it even more creepy. Watching you do that, I'm like, what the fuck? Slowly moving off to one side.
But it looks funny, eh? Let's just remove it.
Uncanny Valley, that one. That freaking German Shepherd on the bottom is Uncanny Valley to the death.
It's like creepypasta right there. And so, well, what I've been doing this weekend was playing around with this Unreal Engine, and I'm kind of always thinking that the video gaming thing has changed so much, but it's kind of the way I work on a PC. When I'm chatting to people, I would move shit around like that, and even with this, where I was busy with the engine and stuff like that, I kind of procrastinate in my own time. Have you ever done that before? You just want to do something, but you don't actually do it. You just kind of procrastinate your own time instead of actual work.
You'll be surprised how much that happens to me. I promised myself I was going to work on my thesis today, but oh well.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to do marking today. That didn't happen.
So move stuff around. One other thing that I do a lot is, like, when I'm chatting, I would drag like the selection bar around things on the desktop. Try to make it fit in with stuff on the desktop. It's the weirdest thing. It's like a pet peeve, I guess.
Yeah, no, yeah, I have the same thing when I'm doing something that doesn't involve my hands, like when I'm reading documentation or something, then I always end up like flicking a pen or something like that just to keep my hands busy.
No, what's worse is attempting to type while actually chatting to someone, because you kind of sit there going, like, your thoughts, somebody else is talking in your ear the entire time, and you're just going, can't type with fingers, they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to, you're listening to the conversation, and your head is getting filled with your own intuition of what you're typing. So you're basically doing that one thing that a guy can't do. Only women can do this. It's multitasking.
Do not make me start talking to you about stereotypes.
It's not a stereo.
I will be here all day.
Okay, not all women, but the general consensus is that way. Like, they would say that, and we would also actually. I would agree with that in many cases, because my sister, she once drove, talk on a cell phone, ate. And what all dangerous things to do while driving.
Exactly, I was just about to say that.
All fucking at the same time, right? And I was like, what the hell? I mean, you can't be focused enough on one thing and not so much as the other. And it's just, and then she told me, but women can do stuff, multiple stuff at the same time. And I'm like, well, whatever.
Well, then again, there was the one woman in the US who caused a traffic accident because she was Facebooking while she was driving.
Priorities. She had to update the status. She's driving now.
And I read like hashtag, oh my god.
OMG.
Wait, I'm searching for a funny picture. The blank screen doesn't do it for me. You guys can continue your crazy conversation. Our crazy conversation.
No, I seriously just think, like, why the hell do phone manufacturers give you that freaking awesome-ass headset phone thing, headset for your phone, if nobody's going to use it, except to just, like, jam out the tunes?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guilty of it myself, but I usually just, like, slide my phone to, like, don't answer. I never talk. like with one hand on my phone. If I do, I pinch it to the side of my head, my shoulder, like hello.
Yeah, I remember I've heard you speak like that before. You sound funny. Yeah.
Well,
but I mean, and in respect to, you know, stereotypes and things like that, I mean, you know, obviously stereotypes are there for specific reasons. I mean, we all know the sort of rhetoric behind it. But in that same sense, I mean, you're kind of sitting there going like, yeah, cool, you know, stereotypes, etc., etc. But you can't put anybody to that same kind of thing. I mean, the world is so vastly different now that stereotypes should not even exist anymore. There shouldn't be a singular stereotype for any specific thing. And this is something that I've vehemently fought against. And I mean, Francho or Scratch would actually know very, very well how vehemently I do fight against stereotypes, specifically because of how it destroys specific ways of how we think about people. If you look at a specific person, you go, you are this person. I will judge you by these characteristics until you find me in a certain other light. That's pretty much like it's like the French legal system, which is you're guilty until proven innocent. I mean, how many innocent people have gone to jail specifically just by that kind of rhetoric? It's the same thing. You're judging them guilty by that specific idea and that specific sort of thing. All women can multitask. And then the person says, well, I'm not really that good at multitasking. And you're like, well, you're not a woman. I mean, how do you do that? How do you even begin to fathom that kind of perspective?
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but there are some characteristics in general, and when you split up people into different groups, that I don't call stereotypes, which is more like, for example, if you say the larger percentage of furries like YIF, right? That's
Cool,
not a stereotype.
That's actually good.
That's not a stereotype. That is a actual fact. So it's not a stereotype because you associate with the fandom that way. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
You associate with the fandom and agree with the fact, okay, yeah, you're a furry. So you're going to have to live with that.
Well, I mean, if that's the same case, do you agree with the idea that that a lot of furries involve bestiality?
I agree with that fact, but I don't agree with what they're doing.
I mean, the thing is that, but that's just the thing. I mean, and you can't necessarily.
That is more stereotypical, because the fact of the matter is, and that is actually very, very much just wrong, because the fact of the matter is the majority of the community tried to eliminate those people out of the fandom.
Well,
no, I understand that, but the thing is that in that same sense, it is still a recurring point of view.
And that stuff, unfortunately, this fandom is based on such a way that it will attract people like that. That is the actual problem. But there's nothing you can do about it. It's a shame that it exists, but there's nothing that we as individuals can do about it in actual fact. Even having people joining the communities that is like that. You cannot judge a character immediately just by... You can't actually judge a character by many things, but when you meet a person or something like that, you don't know what they do and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's exactly right. That's exactly how one should feel about it. But the thing is that you will still always attempt to push the agenda. You'll still attempt to push the agenda, and this is people who don't necessarily know about it. And there are people who will sit there and listen to your point and say, yes, I understand, but...
Yeah, but this is a common trait in furries, that they get defensive in a situation like that. That is the default reply, because it is actually. But if you call me a zoophile, I'm gonna get defensive because I'm not. You understand?
Yeah, I mean, but that's another. Sorry, French, go for it.
No, I was just wondering, like, this might be just sort of arguing semantics, but is there a big difference between generalization and stereotyping?
Yeah, I think that's what we're getting at. Is he is Scratch has the point there. It's the generalizing and stereotyping. Stereotype, I would actually say, fits more in gender and race.
Well, you can't say that. A stereotype is a stereotype. It's something that you ascribe to a specific person who ascribes, second time, to the same perspective, to the same idea. Like all metalheads drink beer, or all metalheads bang their heads at concerts. Some of them don't. Some of them are old.
Yeah, well, depends on how you view this discussion. Actually, I'm not that big into psychology or anything like that I would be able to answer many of the questions perfectly, but like I said, there's levels. It's just like there's levels of tolerance and levels of everything, as a matter of fact. And then you get levels of stereotypes, which some stereotypes is funny. It's like, for example,
women can't drive.
Well, they don't find it funny.
Yeah.
but for yourself, like the one that I just mentioned, is that men cannot multitask. Is I find it funny because I'm not sensitive about crap like that. I find it funny, and I would actually agree with it and say, well, I cannot multitask like many people can, and I know that. But even though I would love to be able to, like I said, type, listen to a conversation and everything at the same time without feeling, and doing it both perfectly the way you do it if you do it each as an individual task.
Yeah.
But it depends on how sensitive you are to a topic like that. It's something like that it's not sensitive at all. It's that, and that's just a gender thing. It's a gendered stereotype. Now, saying all women can, saying all,
no, I agree.
All women can't drive. I don't know. That's maybe a little bit insultful for him, because,
and not to mention the fact that there's that big thing going on in Saudi Arabia and most of the Eastern countries about the fact that no woman can drive.
They're not allowed to.
They're not allowed to because they don't think that they can.
Yeah, but then you're enforcing nonsense. It's
an extremist perspective. We can't necessarily say that, and there's I think maybe this is how we're going to start sort of figuring out our roles here. Because for me, I will always take a middle stance on practically anything brought forward in a conversation. And Francois knows this very well as well. I keep on calling you Francois because I know you as that, because damn it. But yeah, so I mean...
We're all kind of like that, but like I said, there is in human nature, there is still stuff like moral values and stuff like that. So when taking a middle stance on opinions such as, for example, a recent thing that came up on FAF, well, not a recent thing, actually, it's been a thing all the time, is people's opinion about, like, fursuiters that's wearing diapers. And
so diaper furs, right?
Yes. Most of the community is entirely against it, while other people are like, yeah, but we shouldn't judge and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, there is also a level of, like, hygiene and moral value and shit that kicks into play here. Is you have to actually kind of consider the fact that the bar for what is accepted shouldn't be at the bottom of the ocean. It should steadily be raised, actually. Well, not raised like, and then we're creating Nazis. I'm talking about...
Wow.
I'm talking about... It should be raised from what general society sees as entertainment and stuff like that today. I mean, if you think Miley Cyrus's performance or anything like that on television wasn't a form of shock marketing, then your tolerance bar is really low, because it was a form of shock marketing, and that's how they gain attention. It should actually, sort of, in your own opinion, it depends on your own views as well, not be tolerated. But how do you not tolerate something? Well, you can tolerate it. I mean, they can do whatever they want on national TV or something like that. I don't, in my personal opinion, I don't care, right? But the fact that people go and say, yeah, Miley Cyrus is the best singer and this and that and this. She's not even a good artist, in my personal opinion, especially in new stuff. But
well, she's not bad. But then again, I mean, again, I don't listen to that kind of music. I couldn't actually hold a conversation I can hold a conversation in respect to what they're doing. I can't necessarily. I can't tell you that she sings well or not.
But remember, what you're listening to is my opinion about it. You're not. I'm not saying she's a terrible artist. She is obviously, she did something right. I mean, obviously, it's just like people dissing on Justin Bieber. I'm like, well, he has reasons to be dissed on now, but when he was just a kid, he was just a kid.
Yeah.
He was just a kid, and people are like, oh, Justin Bieber. It's just like the Backstreet Boys back then. I don't know.
I like the Backstreet Boys.
I don't know what drives it, because it was a kid. He was getting these hateful comments and stuff on the internet before he was 16 years old. And I'm like thinking, how is this kid's family and stuff reacting? Now, I don't like his music, obviously, and stuff like that. But what he did, right, made a success out of him, a great success.
True.
So
it's absolutely true.
It works for him. But then there's like Honey Boo Boo or something like that on TV.
Who's the what?
If people...
really?
Who's the what? No, I don't know Honey Boo Boo.
Are you not aware of this thing?
I don't have a TV.
Toddlers and Tiaras. That was like...
Oh, God. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's carry on with that one, yes.
All right.
So Honey Boo Boo.
So you have Honey Boo Boo. Now, if that is a form of entertainment for you, right, I would judge your tolerance in a weird way and your morality in a weird way.
Yeah, that shit's just messed up.
Because that's not entertainment. That's not, in my opinion, not supposed to be entertaining. It's just messed up.
Yeah.
I look at something like you guys. I know Scratch has watched Drawn Together. I've watched Drawn Together. Are you familiar with it?
No.
Drawn Together had this movie at one point where they were actually talking about how... Now, Drawn Together, actually, just the main premise is that it's a whole bunch of cartoon characters that were put into the same house, much like Big Brother.
And they're all characters of like standard cartoon characters.
Yeah. Now, this house was supposed to... It's obviously parodying both the characters that they had, as well as, you know, a large amount of other stereotypes and things like that. And it got pretty rough sometimes, but their final movie actually spoke almost about the exact same thing that you were talking about. In as much as, you know, something like Drawn Together would actually be considered to be a social commentary, almost even against the idea of reality television. What had happened is that they'd gotten replaced by, Something Babies, or goodness knows what else, which is like this completely inane, absolutely it's nothing but dross that they actually replaced it with. Now, this is all just within the premise of the same movie, but that's the kind of the kind of fourth wall breaking that we kind of need in our entertainment these days. Let us know that, holy crap, you know, this is happening around us, and frankly, you can either ignore it, or you can do something else.
Oh, but
Throwing a little Huxleyan.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, is what you want people to start ignoring it, because that is what's actually making it. That is what's making it happen, is people not ignoring it and participating in it. You understand? Look at Friday. Yes. So people hate that. It was stupid, it was annoying, it was everything, but they went on about it to such an extent that this person was famous. Yes. It's the way society is going. But the thing is now we're talking, you mentioned reality TV as a whole, just like now we talked about like Honey Boo Boo and stuff like that. Now, let me get to the end result of what happens now. Now, Discovery Channel used to be one of my favorite reality TV networks when I was a kid, because you learned stuff on it. They had stuff about things you didn't know and stuff like that. Now, History Channel, remember, is also like a branch of Discovery Channel. They made a documentary about mermaids and had all this fake footage and crap about it. They made it... Oh my goodness, a friend of mine actually thought that was real. they made History Channel as the series Ancient Aliens.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And stuff like that. This isn't Discovery. This isn't what they stood for back then. It completely changed. Now it's not even reality TV. It's just pure nonsense and psychics and stuff believing crap and nonsense that doesn't have any educational value.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well just turn that into a drinking game, like we tend to do with most of our things that we do. By the way, I think we should try and do that sometime. I think that could be one of the things that we can try and do on, like, whenever we're really, really bored and we don't actually have any content. We all, like, get an episode of something to watch and we play drinking games with it. And you stream it there and everybody plays along from everybody in the comments and whatnot, and they can just play the game later. You know, like the way that, you know, you come up with all the rules for, say, Archer and things like that, that we physically play the game.
Maybe.
All right, but you have to understand this. I suck at stuff like that, so I'm going to be the one that's drunk all the time.
No, it's just, it's nothing like that. It's like, I remember Scratch and I, and it was a whole bunch of other friends of ours. We'd gone to his place in Elkralsmond, and we sat and we watched... MXC, yes. And we had a whole bunch of, we had, you know, if you hear somebody say, get it on, you'd take a drink, or anything like that, and you play that game, and we just sort of like comment and everything like that, and go, oh shit, and drink and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, you can actually do something like that. We can do something like that. I just need to buy alcohol.
Well, not now.
No, it sounds funny. But that's when there's nothing else, like when we just have no content or anything like that. And it shouldn't happen. I mean, so much shit is happening just on a weekly basis. I think I can still chat to you guys for hours on end about freaking what happened the last week. Not to me, but in news and stuff like this and whatnot. I'm one of those.
Exactly.
I'm one of those people. When I'm at work, I actually open up like news and read crap.
That's the reason why my marking's not done.
Also, please let that not happen on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Given point. I don't want to hang over the next day unless I still have kids to teach.
But on a Sunday you also have to.
I guess we might be sort of semi-wrapping this up now.
Yeah.
I guess. I'm not sure. I think probably, 2 hours is one hell of a long time.
Well, we're not actually on for 2 hours. We've been on for 1.5 hours. We've just been chatting for 2 hours.
Yeah. So one of the things that I want to actually say is that now, to those of you who are still on, thank you for being here. Again, like and favorite if you liked, if you enjoyed this. Follow our channel. We're going to put this onto YouTube. One of the things that I'd like to actually sort of talk about is also the fact that when we get this onto YouTube, we might cut it down a bit, maybe just to the arguments that we had there, because I know that there were large blocks where we actually spoke about things. Maybe we put them down as 1, 2, and 3 videos.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like an idea.
So that we get the content out, and then just, if there's anything funny that you've, I don't know who's got enough time to actually, ain't nobody got time for that.
To actually go and edit it.
Yeah.
I'll try. Because I have the thing on my sides, and I have Premiere, so I can actually edit some funny stuff into it or whatnot.
No, that would be a bad idea if you'd be willing to do that for us.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's just gonna take a while. It's not gonna be like immediate.
Yeah, no one's expecting that. I mean, we all got other shit to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I don't know. We can cut the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Once
everyone who stopped in to hear us talk shit.
It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. We like interacting with you. If there's anything that you guys would like to tell us, we'll leave an email address on this stream here. I'm just going to put it down. It's, what did I call it?
I don't know.
South-Afrifur. South-Afrifur.
Is it South-Afrifur?
Yeah, at Gmail. Right? That's what it was. Yeah.
That's correct.
yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, otherwise, anytime the stream is up, you guys are more than welcome to drop us any suggestions in the comment box or whatnot.
Yes, suggestions is what we need, because like we said, this is all about content and we need stuff that can happen.
Yeah.
Yep. There's the linky for you guys. We'll be checking it throughout the week. Send us interesting things that you guys would like us to talk about. But for now, bye from Ivic.
And Scratch.
And Accretion.
All right.
Cheers.